Good morning, everyone. I wanted to show you our beautiful sky this morning before I head out on my walk. Look at that. So amazing. There's where the sun is going to come up. Look at those clouds. That's so awesome. Everybody, it's Joan here. Just walked up my hill in our awesome morning walk. It's just gorgeous out, as you can see from the video a little bit earlier. And I wanted to stop and talk to you for a few minutes a little bit more about money and our money consciousness. And I know many of us come from either single parent families or parents who work their whole lives just to make it, just to get by. And especially when we were growing up. So our thought on money becomes what their beliefs are, what their thought processes are, because that's all we know. That's where we live, that's where we are. But if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm really focused around our own thoughts. That a belief is a thought process, and a thought process you can change at any moment. So our beliefs are our thought processes, and if you go back and look back at yourself, you'll see that you've changed your beliefs over the years. Different things have changed, your thoughts have changed on certain subjects, and you don't always believe the same thing you used to, and you definitely don't always believe what your parents believed. So it's time for a change. The one thing that I know for me that I started doing, of course, was, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know, is be happy, right? You gotta be happy no matter what. So once you get into that process, then when you're thinking about money, if it still frustrates you, stop thinking about it and turn to something that you really, really like. If you can think of money and think of the awesome stuff you would do with it and it makes you happy, then go there instead. Until you can get that vibration going, until you can get into that spot where you are feeling that way about money all the time. And yes, it takes time to change our thoughts, because these are things that we've embedded into our head. So we're constantly thinking those thoughts instead, and we don't have to. So for an exercise today, what I would like you to do, Ben wants a stick and he's pulling. What I'd like you to do is, when you think about money, if it's a negative thought that I don't have enough, remind yourself that all things are taken care of, that you are where you are, and where you are is just fine. And get back into a happy thought, one that really, really feels amazing to you. Get back into that feeling, because you are so worth those feelings. It doesn't matter about anything else. Your whole life will change once you get yourself into alignment and realize how awesome you really are and how deserving you are. That's a big thing I heard yesterday, was that we're so desperately trying to get ourselves to be deserving instead of realizing that we already are deserving. Mosquitoes are flying around me. and that's we lose track of that. We are already deserving of what it is we want in life, no matter what it is we want in life. So start realizing that you do deserve this. Start realizing that all it's going to take is a little bit of time and effort. Everything comes easily once you realize how to do it. So get yourself into a better thought process. If you can't do it about money, do it about something else. And don't worry about how everything else is going to fall into place. Because that's a big key here, is you don't know how things are going to fall into place. Here he is with the stick. Is that your stick? You don't know how things are going to fall into place. We never do. Things magically happen all the time. So get yourself into a better thought process about money. It's so very important to realize how deserving you are. So start there. Even if it's simple things and it's not about money. that you deserve that cup of coffee that you're drinking, or you deserve this walk, or you deserve to watch a video, or whatever it is you deserve, right? And start talking yourself back into it. Napoleon Hill was so big on that, talking to yourself, and basically talking yourself back into anything it is that you want. So Think and Grow Rich is the book I'm talking about. And if you haven't read it or listened to it, then you definitely need to. It's so awesome. Today, when you think about money, if you can't get yourself on a good vibration about it, then stay away from it. If you can, and it's all good thoughts on what you would do with the money, then that's awesome, because that's just throwing it out there to the universe, how wonderful it would be. Money is a really tricky subject. It really is. We've been told all these things about it since we've probably been little. And who do we believe now, right? So, time to change those beliefs. You do deserve it. If you can't get yourself aligned with it yet, don't worry about it. You are where you are, and that's just fine. Start telling yourself a different story about anything else. And remember, happiness is the way. So start there, and start there today. Make an amazing day, everybody.